Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to see you. Oh, yay, it's working. Okay. So, this is what we're going to do. I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you again for joining our new titles party. I hope you guys have liked the new platform so far. It's really neat. What in the world? So what we're going to do is we're going to play bingo. So I hope if you want to, you can make sure you've gotten all of your picks in, and I'm going to go through and choose books. Yay. Why? Oh, good. Okay. What if I know my shapes? This one is really neat. The author was telling us about how she uses this side over here with all of the really colorful big words, and she'll talk about, like find the red H or find the purple L, and just talk about different things on this side besides the words that it says. But if you're not familiar with the what if monster, there are lots of other ones. What if I know my feelings? What if I am kind? Everything like that. So it says, we see shapes every day. What if we learn about them today? What if we have one square and one triangle? Together we can make a house. What if we have one rectangle and one circle? Together we can make a tree. So it goes through ovals, semicircles, adding them all together, heart, circle, triangle, diamonds. And they make all sorts of different things. So at the end, it says, what if monsters learned like you? Now they know their shapes too. Super cute. Okay. Next number. All right. I have got this architecture scribble book. Here's our table of contents. It kind of talks about what all you can see. Why does it say 2 people are watching me? I don't know. Can I click on that? Okay, so we have our Scribble books, and these are for a little bit older kiddos. It's going to kind of walk us through what is architecture, think like an architect, draw like an architect, brickwork, windows, striking styles, domes, icy domes, creating landscapes. Not much choice. Lookalikes, bridges. So it's going to talk about how to make different drawings. Okay, good night, Chameleon. This one is very similar to Good Night Owl, so if you already have that, it says join Chameleon as he plays one last game of hide and seek before bedtime and learns all about colors. Lift the felt flaps to reveal colorful bugs, frogs, and more. So, big, bright, colorful pictures, but these are felt. They're not just the paper ones, so they're super sturdy. I mean, this isn't going to get ripped, which is awesome. So my youngest loves this one already. There's no time for one last game of hide and seek. No peeking, Chameleon. Can you help Chameleon find all his colorful friends before his bedtime? Who's hiding behind the mushroom? It's Green Frog. Who's hiding behind the treetop? It's Red Parrot. It's going to go through all the different ones. We've got big, huge flaps. Good night, colorful chameleon. And then it's going to talk about your colors. So it's super cute. I love how super sturdy this one is. It's a nice thick hardback book too, with those nice thick pages. Really awesome. All right, our newest from our Peek Inside books. So these do have lift the flaps. They are just the regular kind of material for the flaps, but still really sturdy. Really beautiful pictures. So there's going to be tons of flaps on each page. They're different. They go different directions, and you flip the next one. You're going to do small, and then another one to flip up to talk about more information. Talks about the beekeepers and bringing honey into your home. So the bee starts here, and what it looks like when the pollen is all connected to it. What the bees help make, which different fruits. Again, just tons of really neat information. The kids love these lift the flat books. Bees are busy buzzing around in the flowers. What are they doing? Peek inside to find out. One is slurping from Flower nectar. It's like sweet juice. This one's collecting dusty yellow pollen. I squish it into a ball that sticks to my leg. So it goes into really nice detail about what actually happens. The bees take all the nectar and pollen home to their beehive. Peek inside to see what it's like. Talks about the queen bee. More flaps. All right, up next, my year of art. Be creative every day. So it has 365 art activities. So obviously you don't have to do it every single day, but it's really neat that you have an option to try. So it says, unleash your creativity every single day of the year with this super fun art journal. Design your perfect treehouse, invent a new bug species, learn to crosshatch, be a textured detective, draw a self-portrait like Frida Kahlo, plus hundreds of activities to get you thinking and creating for the next 365 days. So it starts out pretty simple. You start with day one is drawing a portrait of yourself, and then it talks through each day. So some of the days they have little small things to do, and then some of the days you have a bigger area to draw other options. So it's going to give you some ideas. Here's a giant bottle waiting for you to draw a whole world in it. Show what is happening above and below the ground with colored pencils. So sometimes it tells you what kind of things to use. Fill this refrigerator with all of your favorite foods. Imagine you have been asked to build a snow sculpture. Sketch your design in the space below. Fill this burger bun with whatever you like. Write a short word below. Leave some space between the letters. Now add lines to turn the word into a drawing of something. So all sorts of just little prompts to get kind of some art ideas flowing. Look at all of these umbrellas. Use crayons to add color and patterns to make each one unique. Draw some flowers coming out of the top of this vase. Then turn the book upside down and draw flowers coming from the bottom. Then decorate the vase. Just really neat. I mean, I've got boys and my boys are interested in some art. But this is something that they could do in this book, obviously, or you could use this to share ideas with lots of other kids. But this one's $9.99 and it has super sturdy, thick pages, which I really like. New chapter book series. There's 4 in this series. You can get this one as a collection, which saves you some money, which is always nice. But it's $5.99 each. So this is called Vlad, the World's Worst Vampire. These books are a mix of, Hotel Transylvania meets Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So if you have kids that like either things like that, they might like these books. This one has 157 pages in it. So it's a pretty good chapter book. Pretty good size here. Misery Manor is home to the Impalers, the bravest vampire family that ever lived, except for Vlad. He's not brave at all. He's even a bit scared of the dark. All Vlad really wants is some friends, and he knows just where to find them, school. But fitting in at human school isn't easy for a little vampire, especially with his pet bat tagging along. So there are going to be some pictures throughout this one. It keeps kids interested. Some without pictures. My son already started flipping through this, and he decided that it's one that he wants to read. So, really cute. Another new chapter book series. Again, 4 books in this series. You can purchase it as a complete set to save some money. So it's $5.99 each, if not. Called Hotel Flamingo. So this one is about Anna, who is the new owner of Hotel Flamingo, and she has a challenge on her hands. The once grand hotel has fallen into disrepair. It's up to her to restore it to its former glory and to find a way to make every animal, big or small, feel at home. This one looks adorable. It has some color, so some pink color in there. But it's all about all of these different animals finding their place and being comfortable in this new hotel that she's trying to restore. The animals all help. There's actually not a ton of words on each page. The print is fairly large, so I think it's going to be great. This one has 174 pages, but like I said, really kind of bigger text on the page. It's going to be a really fun one. All right, significantly thicker chapter books. If you compare, here's Hotel Flamingo, and here's Vlad. So Vlad's a little bit smaller, but these two are very similar age group. So this would be for our next age level up. It's called Kenzie and Max. So this first one is breaking news. There's 4 in this series. Each one is $6.99, or you can find them as a collection. So it's pretty neat. It says, what would you do if you woke up in a strange place, if your whole life changed in an instant and you had no idea what was going on? Twins Kenzie and Max Gray's lives are turned upside down when they are whisked off to London and discover their parents are missing. As the situation unfolds, so many things don't add up. Their strange new school, the bizarre grannies on their street, and the coded messages they keep finding, and the feeling that all around them, adults are keeping secrets. Things can never go back to the way they were, but the twins are determined to uncover the truth. So, turns into a spy mission, and they have this spy team to find their parents. So there's, again, 4 different books in this series. I don't know if I have that clear. At the beginning, it shows a map of where they're at, which is kind of neat. It's also going to go through the cast of characters to help you figure out who everyone is. Lots of characters in this book. It's going to get right to it. So it looks like 314 pages in this one. So all the words, different chapters. Really neat boy or girl chapter book series. There's lots of codes and things to decode and really cool. All right, another one for a tiny Lift the Flappers, little Lift and Look Jungle. So it's a smaller book, but it is so perfect for little kidsians. These ones have large flaps for this little tiny book. It's almost the whole page flap here. Parrots are flapping around in the jungle. Who's that hanging from a tree? A funny little monkey. Super bright, colorful pictures. So each page we're going to be looking for an animal. Who's behind there? Find the sleeping friends. 2 flaps on the pages. So these are really sturdy flaps. They're big and easy for our little guys to hold on to. Super fun. All right, one of our music books, or a Press a Sound book. If you have any of these are amazing. There's also Press a Sound farm sounds, jungle sounds, garden sounds. So this one's called Calming Music Book. So on each page, it's going to have some illustration here, and it's going to talk a little bit about what music they're playing. Lemur loves to sit peacefully and listen to beautiful music. Can you sit like Lemur too while you listen? This is Joseph Haydn's trumpet concert in E flat. So you get to learn some music too while you're at it. So each page is going to have a different, really calming music. You can find the little button here, and you hardly have to push it. I mean, I'm not. Baby Otter likes to lie down and hear a soothing tune. Lie on your back and imagine you're floating on the water while the music plays. This is Delta by Francisco Torrega. I'm not good with all those names. So it's going to tell you what the song is, who it's by, and it's going to kind of give you a little prompt of what you can do on each page. It's kind of neat. So typically we have these books are for our little ones, like farm sounds and jungle sounds. They're going to have your sounds. But this one I think older kids could benefit from too. All right. Build your own website for beginners. How neat is this? So it's going to go through step by step. What is building a website? What does that look like? Getting started, planning your website, starting your website, linking pages, looking good, debugging, style sheets, fancy fonts, making tables, adding videos, mini animations, what's on the menu, play with the layout. It's going to talk about JavaScript. It's going to talk about useful stuff, going live, templates, glossary. This one is also going to have some quick links here, so you can link this to more information on the computer. So, I mean, it's really going to go step by step. It's going to talk about like what everything is, tags and HTML, how to use a notepad, to coding systems. It's going to talk about scripts and fancy fonts and how to make things really nice and pretty. What if you're having problems? What do we do if we have problems? Many animations. So this is a lot of coding and a lot of things that I don't even know about, but it is pretty darn cool. Design and build a real working website from scratch using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Simple step-by-step instructions written especially for beginners, extra help, and downloads online. So if you've got any sort of tech kid, or I don't know, for you personally, I think I might be using this to help me out. All right, another Lift the Flap Wild Weathers book. So if you've got anyone who's interested in weather at all, this one is so neat. This one's a little bit for our older audience. It has tons of flaps to lift. So we're going to go through. This is just page 1 with all the different flaps, tons of really cool bite-sized information. So it's going to talk about what it sees here, what makes wild weather. It all comes from the sun, air, and water around us. Things turn stormy when the hot sun warms up the cool air. The warmed air whooshes up, which makes big clouds form. The cooler air rushes in underneath. It starts to gust and spin around. These are storm winds. So that's just all in one little tiny section here. This thing is packed full of information. Stormy skies. So the illustrations are just amazing. So it's going to really go into storms in the sky. It's going to show what's happening down on the steep hillside during the storm. It's going to talk about different parts of the world. Talks about lightning. Does all lightning look the same? What happens if lightning hits one of these buildings? I mean, all of those questions that the kids ask about weather in here. Tornado. And have a little information everywhere you can flip. Shows where tornadoes are most common. Shows what type of things might happen. What happens if it hits the water? But I love how it all connects. So like, here's the page, and you can flap here. But here's this one. It says what happens if it hits the water, and it connects like everything. It's just amazing. The biggest storm. Talking about hurricanes. Where are they most likely to happen? So again, like the tornadoes, where are hurricanes most likely to happen? They're cold. Talking about blizzards. Very dry. And it's getting wilder. Recently, wild weather has been getting even wilder. This is bad news for our planet. Too much heat is trapped and the earth starts to warm up. And it talks a little bit about how you can help the environment and global warming. Okay. Some of our new read aloud picture books. There's a ton of picture books released in this one, in this new series. So this one's called Class Picture. So it's going to talk about Hooray, hooray, it's class picture day. It's time to stop monkeying around and say cheese. Which class picture is your favorite? So it's a really silly story about how all the animals are doing something funny and not exactly the right thing for picture day. So it's kind of a play on how picture day goes. The ostriches are taking their class picture. 1, 2, 3. Everyone look at the camera, says the photographer. The elephants are taking their class picture. Great grandparents out of the picture, please, says the photographer. The giraffes are taking their class picture. That's it. Look straight ahead. Hold it, says the photographer. The monkeys are taking their class picture. No more monkeying around, says the photographer. Hooray, hooray, it's class picture day. So they all have their pictures and they're all doing something a little bit funny. So super cute. Another lift the flap, play hide and seek with Tiger. This one's much bigger. It's a bigger lift the flap than our little lift and look. So, but really big, huge, bright, colorful pictures. These flaps are giant. I mean, they're really huge. But so we're gonna play hide and seek on this one. Play hide and seek with Tiger. Let's play hide and seek. Elephant, where are you? Here I am. Go through all the different animals. My turn, orangutan. I'm coming to find you. Hello. Where's the orangutan? And then at the end, I think Tiger is hiding now. Tiger, where are you? Oh, even bigger flaps. Super cute, super fun. Time to brush. Oh my goodness. Of course, this has to be my favorite because I'm a dental hygienist and that's what I do. All right, so if you're familiar with All Better or Kisses, Kettles, Good Night, or Little Bear Needs Glasses, this is the same exact format. So we're going to have all these 5 animals that need to brush their teeth on this one. So over here, it comes with the 5 different toothbrushes, and they're all the reusable, super sturdy stickers. This is really sticky because I just stirred them. So 5 stickers, and it's going to go through 5 toothbrushes for 5 friends. Everyone needs to clean their teeth when it's time to brush. So many carrots. Rabbit is very hungry. He is going to eat them all for lunch. But after lunch, it's time to brush. Back and forth, up and down, clean, clean, clean. And then you'll give Rabbit a toothbrush. So we got elephant. But after bath time, it's time to brush. Back and forth, up and down, clean, clean, clean. And bear, and the dog, and the lions. Every day, and everyone, we take our time and get it done. It's fun to brush. Back and forth, up and down, clean, clean, clean. Definitely a must-have. Lights out Leonard. Super cute. So this one, Leonard doesn't like bedtime, especially when there's a 5-nosed, 7-tailed, 11-handed, scaly-whaley monster hiding in the corner of his bedroom. It seems like Leonard will never sleep again until he discovers a mysterious book called How to Frighten Monsters. Let's check it out. Leonard was not afraid of the dark. That would be silly. No, Leonard was afraid of the things that hid in the dark. When it was time to go to sleep, Leonard's mom kissed him goodnight. "Lights out, Leonard," she said. But Leonard cried, "No!" There's a 3-headed, 8-armed, 12-legged, hairy, scary-faced creature in the corner. Please leave the lights on. 5 minutes, Leonard said. His mom sighed. Leonard could hear her footsteps creak down the hallway to the TV room and imagined her snuggling on the couch with Dad. Soon his dad came quietly into the room. "Lights out, Leonard," he said gently, seeing Leonard's eyes already half closed. But Leonard cried, "No!" "There's a 5-nosed, 7-tailed, 11-handed, scaly-whaly monster in the corner. Please leave the lights on." 5 minutes, Leonard. Let's talk about. There's a shadowy, bat-winged, 2-fanged, darty, farty, smelly-bellied. So that night, the lights in Leonard's room stayed on. The next night was the same, and the next. One day, Leonard found a book on his bed that he'd never seen before. The title was quite mysterious: "How to Frighten Monsters." That night, Leonard stuck the sign on his bedroom door: "Beware of the child." And he got ready for bed. Cute. The amazing discoveries of 100 brilliant scientists. From atoms to X-rays and from Big Bang to the internet, brilliant breakthroughs by successful scientists have changed the world again and again. Dip inside this intriguing book to read the stories of 100 scientists and their amazing discoveries.